What's going on, credit snipers? Hey, this is your boy Carlos with the best credit blueprint, guys. I'm excited that you guys are here today. Let's talk about how to remove your charge-offs. Now, if you ever had a charge-off, you probably understand that it's a tough thing because it's almost unremovable. The bureaus and creditors will give you hell. They will fight with tooth and nails not to allow you to take that off. But you know what? There's many ways that you can do this, and there's many tricks, hacks. That's what we call you, the credit snipers, because you know you have it in the scope and you're able to make it happen. Now, I could sympathize on this, guys. When I first started my credit blueprint, and when I first started going through my whole process, I had a charge-off. I had a charge-off from a creditor that honestly I didn't even know I had. But I didn't know that I even had a late payment or a charge-off in my credit report because I didn't know how to read my credit report. Now, but before let's continue, what is a charge-off? Now, guys, a charge-off is, let's just say, for example, you have a credit, a Verizon bill, and you were late $100. Let's just say you forgot, just like me, right? You got 30, 60, 90, and 120 days late. And that was placed in your credit report. So one thing you gotta understand is when you are late couple of days from the due date, hey, that's not a late payment on your credit report. You may pay some past due payments just because you are late from that due date. But the only time that this gets reported to your credit report is after 30 days. So on that 31 day, that is reported to your credit report, and that's when you start accruing or getting those late payments. So you have the 30, 60, 90, and 120 days. Now, if for whatever reason you say, I'm not going to pay this $100 to Verizon, you know, at the end of the year, their calendar year, just like every business, they get to write off their debt. That was a loss to them. They write it off, and whatever they make, they actually get a tax credit when they go back and try to pay the taxes. But they are very good at what they do because they also now go back and take that debt and sell it to the lowest bidder. So 123 collection company is going to pick up that debt for pennies on the dollars. So let's just say you order $100. 123 collection company is going to pick it up at $10. And what they're going to do, they're going to hound you for the next couple of months in order for you to pay. Now, keep in mind, one of the things that I'm going to tell you is you need to know the statute of limitations for any debt for your state. So let's just say for New York, where I live, the statute of limitations for debt is 6 years. Many states are 5, 7. So this is something that you should learn. Just Google it. You'll find out the statute of limitation for my state. And you'll get it for the most part. Now, one of the things is, guys, why we want to remove charge-off. So once all of this happens, once you go through a charge-off, a collection, one thing that I'm going to tell you is if you ever get to a collection, give us a call right away. We can help you how to do that. But don't ever verify any of your information on the phone. Don't ever verify any of your information over by mail, by email, whatever the case is. Why, guys? Because one thing that you have to keep in mind is the moment that they verify that information is yours, you are attached to that debt. Another thing is, a lot of people say, oh, I have a pay collection. Well, a pay collection, yeah, you may not be getting hounded, but a pay collection is a pay collection on your credit report. So if you got to that point, do not make a payment. Because even though if you make a payment and you don't pay anymore, you just reset at the time. So let's just say you've been getting hounded for almost 2 years. You say, oh, I had it. 6 years is in New York. So now I'm going to go stop making the $10 payment. Good. Guess what? And you decide not to pay it again. Take those 2 from those 6, that's 4. But you just reset it. The whole debt. So now it's 6 more years, guys. And you have to think about this. You need to be smart when and how you talk to these people. They are trained as well. And their job is to make sure that they collect from you. So any little dime or penny that they get over what they already pay for, remember they pay about $10? It's profit to them. Now, some of the things that I need you to do is, guys, we need to start learning finances. We need to start learning how to read, how to find about the credit. Because remember, I'm telling you, I sympathize with you. I've been there. I didn't know how to read my credit. Guys, this is why I was in the loop with a lot of these companies. Credit repair, credit restoration, paying a monthly fee that never was done. They didn't do anything. As a matter of fact, I was with a credit monitoring company that quote unquote was supposed to be helping me, and I was paying them almost $70 a month for almost 18 months while this was going on, and they didn't even know. So guys, that goes to tell you the ethical ways that a lot of these companies do business out there. Guys, I got fed up. The last thing that happened to me was a friend of a friend charged me $600 and took off with my money, guys. So you know what? I decided to create the best credit blueprint to bring it to you. You don't have to do this. I need you to learn this. We learned it. We did it. Guys, matter of fact, this just happened this year. January 2nd to January 12th. We actually helped one of our clients go from 559 to a 712. That's unseen, but it can happen. Now, guys, in order for you to start learning about your credit, one of the main things that I need you and ask you to do is get your credit report. Go to any platform for a free credit report. Go to Credit Karma. You could go to Experian. You could go My Experian, My Equifax, TransUnion, whatever you choose. In the bottom of this video, there's going to be a link for Identity IQ and My Score IQ. I will advise you to use one of them because they give you all three credit scores and they're very, very accurate. Now, again, the link that I'm giving you is going to be a 7-day trial. Try it out. You like it, keep it. If not, then go with somewhere else. But what I urge you to do is start learning how to read your own report card. Just like when we did school, right? It is your job to start learning this. This is your resume. This is what you present to the lender whenever you ask him for lending. Especially if you don't remove that charge of, this is going to hurt you, especially when you want to go and get that vehicle, when you want to go and apply for that home. Yeah, you may have passed the statute of limitation, but you have to keep in mind that you may end up in the blacklist for that criteria or that approval criteria for that lender. So keep in mind, you want to make sure that you remove any information that is not accurate. It is not 100% verifiable, accurate, or timely. So one of the things there you have to keep in mind is say, hey, look, and this happened with me too. My name is a long name. I have two first name, middle name, and two last names. So I have 21 variations of my name in my credit report, guys. You need to have one name, and if anything is associated with a bad debt, especially phone number or your address, delete that. Many of the bureaus will tell you, oh no, we cannot delete it. But keep in mind, if you go to the bureau and say, look, I moved to X and X street of this city, I no longer live there. And what's going to happen is I have sensitive information that I don't want to go to this place, and I need to, keyword, update my address. Guess what? They are required to update your address because you no longer live in that address, right? Take any phone number associated with any bad debt. Make sure that you only have one of each, one phone number, one address, one name, which is your name, guys. All right, so after this, so in other words, we need to stage what I call sanitize your credit report. So what we do right after that is we're gonna go ahead and send out the letters, the hardship letters, or we're gonna send out what we call the COVID letters too. Keep in mind that there's a CARE Act that President Trump put in place, and it'll help you, especially if you are late for any type of payment. But no matter what, we still also have the proprietary letters. Now, do not use the cookie cutter letters. Don't go to Google and type in 609 or hardship letter and send that out. Guys, those are the common things that the credit bureau gets every single day. And they have a credit rating score whenever they get the letter from 20 all the way to 89. And guess what? Every time you use those cookie cutter letters, end up between 20 and 30, which means that your letter, and it's not a person seeing them, it's a system. And that's why they rate it. They rate it from 0 to 89, and the higher it is, that's when it gets to get to a person. Guys, let's be smart. We have those letters. We can help you out. Not only that, we have developed the digital dispute system. Now, there's a new way that you can do it faster and more legit. Now, there's different ways you need to start doing this, and there's in and out tactics that you need to do. This is what we call you the credit snipers. We want to help you guys. So remember, charge-offs becomes collections after your 30, 60, 90, and 120-day late payments. But guys, you have to start learning your credit. You need to start taking charge of your finances, taking charge of your credit, because your life depends on this, guys. Remember, the money talks, but your credit holds conversation. So this is what I mean. Your credit will get you everywhere. And if you never heard this term, which means OPM, then that's what other people's money. And anytime that we use a credit card, a loan, we use other people's money. I want you to start learning this and use credit to build your wealth, to build your residual passive income that will create a legacy for you and your family. So think about this, guys. Start learning your finances, and credit. It is the nucleus of your finances. Guys, you know what? I didn't even tell you. I was so tired. I didn't even tell you. But do not forget, guys, make sure that you subscribe at the bottom. If this was your first time, guys, let me know how we did. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you don't like it. Let me know any of the topics that you want to hear about. But do me a favor, click on that bell icon and click on all, so like that you'll be notified every time that we post new content. Guys, but at the same time, give me the thumbs up. Why is that? Because that's going to help me with the YouTube algorithm, which is going to allow me to get to many more people. Why? It is my goal and my passion, my vision to help thousands and thousands. But guys, I was there. I was in the 559s. I was with the charge-offs. I was with the collections, guys, and I didn't get no help. So this is what urged me to create this blueprint that now I'm sharing with you. This blueprint is my blueprint that I'm sharing with each one of you, because I want to make sure that you learn and take charge of everything you do. Guys, thank you. This is your boy Carlos with the best credit blueprint, and I'll see you in the next video.